Hey there, let me explain, because the 2000 images or 4000 images might look too many images to handle. So let me explain you what do I mean, that how it can be managed, or it's not so much of work. For example, we have about 2200 images of this event. It was shot by 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras. So we go about selecting all the images to start with. Once we press 2, all the images are set to mark 2, meaning by the 2 stars will appear in a while depending on the speed of the computer. Some extra images are selected anyways. So once we have all the images, and then we eliminate few of the images. For example, we go by selecting 0. So now we have all the selected images with us, and what we go is that we go about camera by camera. For example, first of all we select one camera, and then we just look at the exposure setting or maybe the white balance setting. So once we are happy with the white balance, whatever it appears in one photograph, so we just copy that and paste for good number of pictures. And after that we just look into the fine and minor adjustments. These doesn't need any adjustment. These few pictures might need just a little bit exposure, and this shouldn't be selected. But since these are the only people, they do not have any extra shot by this camera, so we will just pump up the exposure because it's a raw file. So we will be able to get the right exposure. So just increase the exposure, set it up, and eliminate the pictures those are not wanted. Put the filter of 2, so we see. So that's it. So we just look at all the images with the lower level of exposure, and we look at the images with the right level of exposure, and we carry on. So now moving towards and the camera, these images are already shot very well, so no adjustment required. This shall be eliminated, and we just look at the lower exposure images. You may eliminate the images. For example, these are so many similar images, you might wish to eliminate 3-4 images out of these if you feel like. So otherwise, if you feel the images are appearing nice, I already have my preset on the import, so that get imported automatically. Here's a twirling shot, so just look for the right twirl. The rest of them get eliminated. So this is the right twirl shot. This is the right twirl shot in my opinion. The rest of the images are not required. So for example, once we have removed all the images that we want, we just continue with the editing of all the images. So for this camera, if I design it for once, for example, I'm looking little less magenta, and this is where the image is looking nice to me. So I just copy this and I just paste it throughout till it's shot inside the venue where I can see the color balance is different. So I've pasted the same setting in about 100 or maybe so images. After that we have another place where the shoot is being done, so this already looks nice to me, so it doesn't require any adjustment as such. Yeah, this appear fine. So we just go ahead and let it be the way it is, and we might have minor exposure adjustments in few of the images, so we adjust those and we just continue. So again we are back into the same place where this event was taking place. We can guess that from the white balance, so we just again paste it till this point. We just paste that setting, so we will have in a while it's pasting, in a while we will have the correct settings, because we did manage the white balance on that image, so majority of these images will have the correct white balance. So after which again in this area it already appears nice, so we let it be, we leave it to the preset, or we just might adjust the exposure a little bit, and we eliminate these images which are too dark. So, and we might wish to increase the exposure a little bit where we feel that exposure is a little bit down. So basically it's just the exposure slider that we are playing with, or pasting the white balance settings. So this we eliminate. So this is the heaviest of the camera, I believe, that I have selected. Yeah, few of the images you might get like this, where we might have to throw a slider which increases the exposure, shadows, or something of sort. So the image is adjusted, this should be eliminated, and here it shall have a nice exposure, so it looks fine. So, and then we continue, we just go through the event like this, continuing to adjust the exposures a little bit. And for example, it's a random shot, so we eliminate it. So, and this we eliminate it. So you can observe that elimination or just editing is needing almost same amount of time, so it's inside that place, so I've copy pasted. So that's about it. That's how we go about it. We have almost edited the complete event. So again, they're the same place, so I will paste the setting over here. So, and I'll see if I look happy with the setting. I look happy, almost happy with the setting. Just a little bit more blues, I believe, will help. So just paste those settings, and again exposure settings were required. So continuing, and that's about it. So we yeah, towards the end of the ceremony there are usually dark shots, because it's night and the flashes run out of battery, and usually the hall lights go off. So we just make these minor adjustments, and the rest looks fine to me. So this camera already done for this event, and now we can continue with any other camera. For example, this camera again looks nice to me already, so we just continue. In few of the images we increase the exposure, so it must be getting redundant for you, so I just wanted to explain you that what does 2000 images actually mean. So once we have a shot that's for example, in this one we will also make the adjustment for indoor shots and outdoor shots. We will just copy those settings, and I believe you would know that from where to pick the correct white balance through the eyedropper tool. So once that's set, once we are happy with the setting, so I feel happy with this white balance. So once we adjust this, we adjust everything. So now we adjust everything. So all the shots now, these are shots with different white balance. These are outdoor or shot at some other location, but these looks at the similar location, so we just keep pasting those settings, and for example, pasting these settings on the stage and looking at these, that how does it appear. So it appears alright, but not that good, so we might need to use the eyedropper tool once again over here. I believe it's fine. So we just copy and paste till wherever we see. Once we've pasted, obviously these are few dark shots, so we will increase its exposure. Oh, we already had the right exposure because we pasted those settings. Yeah, because we pasted those settings, so it's already looking nice. So we just paste it throughout the event, and the event is over. So this camera done, another camera done, so only one camera left. So we can see that how much time this video has taken to complete the project.